Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is your astrology forecast for the month of March 2017. This is a very general reading. If you like a private forecast, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. Okay. In March 2017, the full moon happens at 22 degrees of Virgo on the 12th of March, and then the new moon happens at 7 degrees of Aries on the 28th of March. And what does this mean for you, Aries? So let's start with the Aries sign. Aries. So the new moon, the full moon in Aries, in your case, it's going to happen on the sixth house. So it could be culminations and resolutions and sometimes endings connected with your job. Maybe some of you Aries are changing jobs, so you finish up a job or place of employment that you had in a certain company, so you can move to another place. Others, it could be like you either leave permanently or you get fired. I hope that doesn't happen, but it could be that. Others, it could be like colleagues, a colleague that leaves, for instance, or some colleagues who leave, or a group of colleagues who leave or who are fired. Now, these colleagues could be fired, or this particular co-worker could be fired for all sorts of reasons. Like a few reasons are connected with the fact that maybe this co-worker or several co-workers have done something wrong, something like, for instance, stealing, lying about something connected with the work. It could be also addiction issues, could be addictive issues. It could be even mental health issues or health reasons. For instance, maybe the authorities within your company think that it's cheaper to fire these people, to fire your co-workers or this co-worker in particular, because it's too expensive to pay for his or hers, health problems if that happens. I'm in Portugal, so that doesn't happen. So it's a state sponsored how do you say, health type of thing. So it doesn't depend on your employer. Okay, it doesn't depend on that. But maybe in some countries it might depend. Maybe in some countries the costs associated with having you as an employer will go up for your as an employee will go up for your employer if your employer needs to pay a very expensive medical issue. I don't know what it is. Maybe it could be even something like how do you say this, a work type of situation where a colleague got hurt, or you could got hurt. I hope that doesn't happen, but something like a situation where you got hurt doing your job, or a colleague who got hurt doing their job, and this is the thing that causes the letting go, either of you or of your colleague. Now, some colleagues, if a colleague leaves, or if you leave, it could be you as well. It could be because you are a victim of something. You have done nothing wrong, or your colleagues have done nothing wrong. It's simply being a victim of a certain situation. It's like either you or your colleague gets sacrificed. I don't know exactly what happens, but it could be that. Another way of reading this is it could be that maybe a outside, for instance, the mother company that is abroad makes decisions that will affect where you work. Okay, so they decide, like the mother company, to cut costs, and that will affect you directly. Maybe you got fired, maybe some of your colleagues got fired, and maybe and now you have to do twice the work, and there's not enough people to do the work that you know, and maybe that will take an impact, that will cause a very negative impact on your health, also your mental health, because you get stressed out. Or it could be like you're not fired, but there's cutting costs, so they cut your salary, they cut your benefits, something like that. Another way of reading the sixth house, it could be some of you might be getting, you know, a new job or something. There's like, maybe some of you are getting a promotion, but this means that you'll have to do much more work. It could mean that. What else? This could be also the sixth house. It could be you get the results of medical exams. Okay, maybe you get some disturbing news. I hope you don't. But if you do get the results of your medical exams, your doctors will have a very harsh type of treatment laid out for you. Or they will tell you the truth, I would say. Well, it depends. It depends. Some will not exactly be all that. Some will not tell you the whole truth because they don't want to scare you, but they will have a type of treatment to you that is very aggressive. It could be that. What else? You, for instance, again, for health reasons, you might have to change the way you eat. And maybe this is what the doctor tells you. The doctor puts fear on you just to cause you to change your diet. Okay, so maybe the doctor exaggerates your problems. Maybe it's not that bad, but the doctor just tells you, if you don't change your diet, you will lose your toes in 1 month, something like that, you know. They will scare you, or a doctor will scare you a lot. So you will change your diet, or you start exercising also. It could be that as well. And now, Aries, for your new moon, it's your new moon in the first house at 7 degrees of Aries at the 28th of March. It's a brand new beginning for you. It's like a renewal of life. This could be for some a new relationship, but understand that this relationship might not last, or if it does last, this new love relationship, it will change. It will suffer some sort of readjustment. So don't make a long-lasting commitment with whomever you meet on late March, because, you know, maybe this person won't be around for long, or maybe this person might be around for long, but in a different way. This could be also an old relationship coming back for you, an old boyfriend or girlfriend coming back for you, but this does not mean that they will stay, okay? So be aware of that. This new relationship might be something connected with work, also a brand new job. But in terms of money, the money connected with this job, the money that you earn, will change. So whatever you're told now, wait, I'm sorry for the noise. I'm very sorry, I'm closing the window. Whatever you're told in terms of your possibly, let's say, a new job or something that will give you money, the money that you earn, it's not exactly, there will be readjustments and revisitations connected with that money, okay? Okay, what else could it be now? Moving on to Taurus. So Taurus. The full moon, in your case, on the 12th of March at 22 degrees of Virgo. In your case, the full moon is going to happen. Where is it going to happen? It's going to happen in your 5th house. Oh, this is good. So for some, it could be a brand new relationship. Maybe you're just casually dating someone, and maybe both of you decided, okay, let's make this official. Let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. For others, if you've been with this person for a very long time, maybe you decide to take on the next step. The next step could be, for instance, I'm just going to give you an example, to have kids together. It could be that, okay? For others, it could be the ending of a relationship. It could be that because you have differences of opinions. Maybe you feel that this person doesn't really tell you the truth, or you're not, whatever they say, it's never the truth. It seems to you that they're always lying all the time, or they might be accusing you of that. It could be that. So it depends, okay? It's different. It depends from person to person. If you have kids, this could be a combination connected with one of your kids, either with your children or one of them, a son or a daughter. Maybe some of you, maybe you're pregnant, or maybe finally you get to be pregnant, or maybe finally you get to give birth to that child, to your son or to your brand new daughter. If that is the case, congratulations. If that's the case, it's going to be an expensive birth, okay, because there might be complications, and they're gonna have to pay for the added resources. It could be that. I hope not, okay. I really hope not that doesn't happen. For others, it's something to do with a kid that you already have. Now, maybe your child, for instance, gets accepted to go to college, and maybe you understand that it will be extremely expensive. If you're paying for your child's education, again, this is different from country to country, because I know in the USA you have to pay a lot. In other countries, it's absolutely free. In other countries, it's not all that much money. If you are in somehow paying for your kid to study, now it could be you are helping your child, your teenage son or daughter, to go to college. It could be paying his or her college, anything to do with college. Now, it could be the courses, the university studies themselves, or it could be you have to pay because he or she needs to go to a different city. So he or she needs a room, needs food to eat, something like that. Expenses connected with, living expenses. And you'll find out it's going to be expensive. It's going to be really expensive. So, yeah. So, what else? So he goes to college, or he goes on a trip abroad. For instance, it could be that as well. And you're paying for that trip, and that trip is going to be expensive. Maybe there's something ending in your kid's life. For instance, he or she might dump a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or they might be dumped by a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or maybe your kid loses his job or her job. Maybe your child finishes up university studies. It could be that as well, okay? And they finish with a hefty bill, or maybe they finish with the grades that they wish the grades would be better, but they're not all that good, and maybe they're not expecting these sorts of grades. If you are an artistic sort of person, Taurus, you are working on some sort of project, you are finishing up an artistic project, or it's something which you've already done before, and you're getting royalties from that project. It could be anything. It could be maybe you write music, maybe you write books, maybe you design, maybe you are a painter, and you're getting royalties from abroad, I would say, but these are not the royalties you expected. They're very little, they're very limited, and you're not very happy with it. You kind of feel cheated about the money that you receive, from these royalties. Now, The new moon, Taurus, in 7 degrees of Aquarius, in your case, happens on your 12th house. Now, this could be a secret that comes to light connected, for instance, with money. A secret that comes to light connected with a love affair. Maybe someone had a very old love affair, you know, and it could be you. And whatever love affair that you wanted to keep hidden comes to light, and that's gonna be that's gonna be shocking. No, let's say that you are in a committed relationship, and maybe you know did something that you should not have done a few years back. Now that can come back and haunt you, or it could be the other way around. Maybe the person whom you are with, maybe this is your spouse or your partner had an affair, and maybe that's the secret that comes to light. If it's not that, it's something to do with money, secret money which was hidden, and you find out about this money. You know, maybe an inheritance, and maybe you're supposed to gain a certain amount of money of an inheritance, and maybe you find out that you're going to be paid less than you thought. If it's something connected with an inheritance, I think things might be revisited in terms of the money that you'll receive. But you'll have to talk to a lawyer, you know, something like that, and that might probably be able to help you. What else could it be? This could be some sort of health issue that comes to light because you are just, you know, partying way too much or something like that, and you need to maybe not indulge in things that are bad for your health. It could be food, it could be drinking, it could be all sorts of things. Okay, now moving on to the next sign. The next sign is Gemini. So Gemini, the full moons always mean endings and culminations. It depends from chart to chart. The full moon in Virgo, in your case, in your case, Gemini, is going to happen on the 4th house. So these are endings and culminations connected with your family, with your home environment, with your house, with your flat. Some of you might, for instance, end paying the mortgage. Finally, you have like around the 12th of March, Gemini, that's the last payment you have to give to the bank. Maybe it's a very hefty type of payment. So, but finally, like free, you're liberated, no more payment, no more paying mortgage. I really hope that's the case, Gemini. That would be awesome. That would be awesome for you. For others, you need to change a place where you live, because maybe for work reasons, for professional reasons, for career reasons, you need to change where you work. Maybe it's your spouse. Your spouse is the one who is going to work in a different city or something like that, and you need to follow your spouse because maybe he or she makes more money than you, and just makes better financial sense to follow your spouse because they make more money. Okay. What else? Others, it could be actually an ending. Maybe you're getting divorced, maybe you're getting separated, something like that, because things are not working out between you and your spouse or your long-term partner. Maybe you feel that your partner lies to you and demands too much of you or something like that. Maybe you feel that your partner puts the profession and the job ahead of your needs. It could be that as well. This could be, for instance, also a culmination connected with someone in your family, in your close family. It could be father, grandfather, any other person, brother, sibling, father-in-law, mother-in-law, something that comes to a culmination in their lives. Retirement, for instance, maybe an older person within your family is kind of forced to be retired. Maybe he or she has passed the age of retirement, and they force them, or force, could be, I'm thinking more like a man, maybe your father, grandfather, older brother, father-in-law is forced to retirement. Could be something like that as well. And then Gemini, the new moon, which happens at 7 degrees of Aries on the 28th of March. Where does it happen in your case, Gemini? It happens on your 11th house. So whatever, it's like there's some sort of endings about two weeks ago, connected with your home environment, connected with your family, even connected with your house. Maybe finally you had the money to buy a house. It could be that, but it's gonna be expensive. You're gonna have to pay it for a very long time, but you needed to buy this place. And now, 2 weeks later, you have a new goal, because maybe you fulfilled the goal that you had before, and that goal was connected with your house, with a place to live, or something like that. And now you have new goals, because this new moon happens on the 11th house, which is the house connected with long-term plans. You have long-term plans, you have long-term wishes, and you thinking about those. You are planning something new for yourself, for your future, but you'll have to revisit these plans. Just don't settle on anything immediately. Revisit these plans in about a month's time, because this new moon is going to be conjunct Venus, which is retrograde. So you'll need to revisit these new long-term plans, okay? These new objectives that you have for your life, Gemini. This could also be new friendships that come into your life. Maybe you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you initiate a love relationship with one of your friends, but this love relationship might only last for a month, so be careful with that as well. If, for instance, if you want to start something new with a friendship, for instance, it could even be something like opening up a business with a friend of yours. Don't sign anything new, just wait another month, because whatever business you want to open up with this friend might not work out, and you might be forced to revisit this partnership with a friendship in about a month's time. So don't sign up for anything, okay? This could also be you, Gemini, being the witness of something connected with a friend. So you don't initiate anything with your friend, or no business, no love affair, no anything like that, but you see that a friend of yours is starting something new in terms of a love relationship, and he or she is telling you, but within a month's time that relationship might end, okay? So moving on to Cancer. Cancer. So the sign of Cancer. The full moon, which happens on the 12th of March in 22 degrees of Virgo. Where does it happen in your case? Okay, I always miss it. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh, okay, I found it. It happens in your case on your 3rd house. So this could be like a car that just dies out on you, and maybe it's too expensive to repair. Maybe it's too expensive to repair, but you absolutely need your car in order to go to work, in order to use it in your everyday life. Maybe there's no public transportation, and maybe you need to take your kids to school with your car, so you need to fix up your car, and it's going to be expensive, and maybe your spouse or your partner helps you with that So some of you might even have to take a loan to fix the car. Others, it could be like, it's impossible to fix this car. This car is absolutely dead and you need to buy a new car. It could be that as well. So you absolutely need to buy a new car, because if you don't have a new car, you are not able to go to work. Okay, it could be that. Or you're not able to go to work, or it will take a very long time to go to work. So maybe you don't have enough money now to buy a new car, even though you need it. So you'll have to wait, I don't know, maybe a month or something like that, or maybe 2 weeks or something like that. During this time where you don't have a car, some of you will have to use public transportation, and it's going to take a very long time to get you to work. So maybe before it took you, I don't know, half an hour. Now it's going to take you an hour and a half, because you're using public transportation. Just takes way too long. Others, it could be a culmination in the life of your sibling. So a sibling, maybe your sibling separates, breaks up with someone, breaks up with a spouse, for instance. Others, it's more like they go to the next level. Maybe your sibling was engaged for a while, and finally he or she decides to get married, and they get married. Maybe your sibling follows the spouse, because maybe his or her spouse got a long-term partner or something like that, got a fantastic new job offer, and because of that, maybe your sibling needs to leave the job where she is or he is currently to follow the spouse. This could be an ending of a job situation connected with your sibling. Not necessarily losing the job, but something changes. Something changes in his or her workplace. Yeah, could be that. If it's not that, it's maybe a neighbor of yours goes away. Maybe, an older neighbor goes away because he or she was sick and leaves, or you have new neighbors in your where you live, in your neighborhood, and these neighbors might be a mix of older people and younger people also. The third house is also connected with communications. So you might be getting some sort of communication, a message right now on the 12th of March, around the 12th of March, a few days before or a few days after. And this communication has to do with your career, with your job, with your place of employment. No, I'm sorry. I was seeing it in the wrong. I was seeing it wrong. This communication might be connected with, if you go to college, with your university studies. This communication might be connected if you have kids, maybe with a kid who's studying. Maybe your child communicates, tells you something connected and related to his or her university studies. There could be all sorts of things. This communication could be related to in-laws. Maybe your in-law from abroad, not necessarily from abroad, but the in-laws might give you just send you a message of some kind. I don't think you're gonna like this message. Or it could be something connected with a court case. Finally, a decision connected with a court case comes out, and again, you're not gonna like this decision because you think it's too harsh. And this court case might be connected with a former employer, or a current employer. Anyway, you're not gonna like it. So, Cancer, for the new moon in Cancer, which is 7 degrees of Aries. In your case, it's going to be on the 10th house. So these are brand new beginnings connected with your profession, with your career, with your job, brand new beginnings. Okay? These could be shocking new beginnings, but not necessarily bad. They could be good. Somehow they could be good. But something connected with this, with your career, with your profession, might be revisited. Okay, this could be benefits. This could be the money that you get. For some, it could be a brand new career, a brand new job. But it depends. You know, it depends from native to native. And then let's move on to the next sign. Leo, 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 Leo. I know, I'm a Leo myself. We are great, aren't we? Leos rock. Leo, so the full moon in Virgo, in your case, Leo, where does it happen? It happens in your second house. So it's money coming in. That's good. That's always good. So some sort of money which is yours that you have earned with your own effort either comes in, or you'll get the communication that you're gonna get this amount of money, which is good. This is money connected with your work somehow, and maybe some of you it's connected with your artistic projects, because Leo is a very creative sign. Let's say if you do YouTube videos, for instance, maybe you'll get the message of you're gonna get this amount of money at the end of the month. Or it's something to do if you write books, or if you create music, if you do design of any type. It's something to do with your own artistic expression, and maybe it's that. It could be that. Now, what else could it be? But I don't think you're gonna be all that happy and pleased about the money that you're gonna get. I'm sorry. It could be a lot. It could be something, but not as much as you'd hope it would be. Okay? What else? For others, this could be like a source of income, that is going to end for you on the 12th of March, around the 12th of March 2017, Leo. There might be a source of income that might be ending for you. Okay? What else? This could be money that you have to spend connected with a child. Maybe he or she has to do some sort of extracurricular activities, and maybe you have to spend money. And you're going to have to spend a little bit of money. Maybe your child has some sort of medical issues. Let's say that he's not very... let's say that the doctor said that in order to heal whatever problem your kid has, he or she needed to have swimming lessons. Okay, and you're gonna have to spend money for that, and it's not gonna be cheap. Okay, you're not gonna be very pleased with the amount of money you're gonna have to spend. But it's connected with maybe a kid, maybe a child. Now, moving on to the new moon, Leo, which happens in Aries. It's going to happen where? In your 9th house. These are new beginnings connected with, some of you abroad, with foreign places. Maybe some of you are actually, you're either planning out a trip that you're going to do abroad, vacation trip. And you'll have to revisit these plans that you're doing, because you're paying a certain amount for the airplane, for the ticket, for the hotel, and maybe you're being told, oh, it's only this amount of money, and when the time comes, it will be more. Okay, so you'll have to revisit whatever plans that you're doing if you're planning a trip, or you are going on a trip abroad for vacation or for any other reason, and you're going to have to spend more than you expected to spend. Others, it might be something, what it could be, For instance, maybe because it's the 9th house, maybe you decide to go, maybe there's a court case which is initiated around the 28th of March. Now, it could be initiated by you for work reasons, for career reasons, it could be that. But not necessarily, it could be your employer, the one who initiates this court case. And I hope that's not the case. Others, it could be you're starting something new in terms of you decide to go back to college. It could be that. You go back to college. Others, there's nothing to do with that. It's a brand new beginning in the life of your 3rd child. For those who have more than one kid, if you had a 3rd child, the 9th house is connected with your 3rd child. Maybe your 3rd kid, doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl, doesn't matter. It's the 3rd in line. Maybe he or she initiates a love relationship, but it won't last long. I'm sorry to tell you. It might only last for like a month. If you could advise your child, doesn't matter how old he or she is, tell him or her, okay, don't just wait for like a month before you commit, because the other person might change their mind, or you might change your mind, so your kid might change your mind, their mind. So it could be something like that. I think I mentioned everything. So let's move on to the next sign, which is Virgo. The sign of Virgo. The sign of Virgo, the full moon. Oh, in Virgo. The full moon in Virgo, which is awesome. Happens on your 1st house. So it's a combination of something connected directly with you, Virgo. Some of you, it's what could it be? It could be a relationship that comes to an end, either is separating or divorcing, or it could be the other way around. It could be that you decide to take this relationship to the next level. Maybe you decide to either move in with this person or have children with him or her. Yes. This could be any other type of relationship. This could be a relationship connected with your children, something that comes to a culmination, which is related to the type of relationship you have with your kids, particularly with your 2nd child. I don't know what's going on if you have more than one kid. Around this time, around the 12th of March 2017, Virgo, maybe you suffer some sort of opposition between you and your 2nd child. Maybe you feel that your 2nd child is not telling you the whole truth. Maybe he or she is lying. Maybe he or she has some sort of medical issues or problems, even addiction issues, even mental health issues. Okay? And you have to deal with that. Okay, I'm giving all possible manifestations of this energy. It doesn't mean that this will surely happen. I really don't know what can it be. But there's some sort of opposition between you and your kid, probably the 2nd child. And maybe you have to do something about it, Virgo. Not that you want to do something about it, but you might be forced. Others, it could be it's a relationship again. I've mentioned the relationship with a spouse or partner, with kids, with a 2nd child, but it could be also a relationship with a business partner. A relationship that you had with a business partner that comes to an end, because maybe your business partner isn't as disciplined as you are. Maybe you feel that he or she is always lying to you. Okay? Maybe he or she, you feel that they are slack, they don't work enough. Okay? They're not very good with money. They might be good with other parts of the business, like the creative part, but in terms of being practical, they're not very practical. You just want to end this relationship you have with them. This could also be a contract that comes to an end. You decide that this contract is maybe way too expensive and you just want to end it. All sorts. It could be like the contract that you have with that with the company that provides you internet services and television services and all of that, and you just kind of decide, no, it's either it's too expensive or I'm paying too much, I can get it cheaper, and you just decide to finish it off. This could also be, something connected with the place you live. Okay, so either you decide to let go of the place you live because there's too many duties connected with this place, with your home, with your house, or it's too expensive, you can no longer afford it, or you have to leave because there's a divorce and you cannot afford the mortgage all by yourself, or it's a relationship connected with your family, with someone with your family, that ends. Now, Virgo, let's go to the new moon. The new moon, Virgo, where does it go? It's in your 8th house, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's in your 8th house, the new moon in Aries. So these are brand new beginnings connected with your shared finances. It's brand new beginnings. Shared finances, the finances that you have with your spouse, with your long-term partner, with your business partner. It's a brand new beginning, maybe because some of you either have divorced or you've decided, others have decided to be with someone. You move on to the next level. The next level will be living together or having a baby or something like that. Whatever it is, it's going to be changes in the money that you have with others. Okay? This could also be getting an inheritance from abroad, or getting an inheritance from a sister-in-law or brother-in-law. It could be that as well. Others, it could be something connected with taxes that you pay abroad. There's some sort of new beginning there. If you're thinking of getting a new credit card, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need it. In a month, I'm going to change your mind. Okay? So don't do that. So moving on to the next sign. The next sign, which is Libra. Libra. So the next sign, Libra. The full moon in Virgo, where does it happen? It happens, in your case, in the 12th house. So there's something that might come to light, something which was hidden that might come to light. And this something might be something connected with a health issue. For some, it could be a health issue, Libra, that ends. Maybe it will take effort from you, but it could end. Okay, just it ends. For others, you might get a message from your doctor talking about this health issue that maybe you had no idea that you had. It might be some sort of chronic health issue. I hope not. For others, it could be something that comes to light that has nothing to do with health, but a secret that comes to light connected with a sibling. Okay? Maybe an older sibling tells you something that you had no idea. You had no idea of. Libra. Let's continue. Libra and the new moon in Aries is going to happen in your 7th house. So these are brand new beginnings. connected with your long-term partner or with your spouse. Now, it could be some of you really decide to get married around this time, around the 28th of March 2017. If you could wait a month, that would be awesome. Why? Because Venus is retrograde and it's going to be conjunct this new moon in Aries. And this is not good. So if you could, try not to get married in March. Just, if you could, delay it a month. If you could get married at the end of April, it probably would be better. Others, it could be something, a brand new beginning in your spouse's life or your long-term partner's life. Nothing to do with you. So maybe he or she gets a new job, something like that. Or any other type of thing. Okay, it's a brand new beginning in his life, in your spouse's life, or your partner's life. This could be something also, Libra, connected with your second child. A brand new beginning in your second child's life. Now, what could this be? Again, this could be he or she gets a new job, but it could also be that he or she starts a new love relationship. I would advise, if you can speak to your second child, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl, it's the second one in line. If you could tell your second child, hey, don't commit to any type of relationship now, because it might change in about a month. So if he or she could, wait a month before like a proper commitment, maybe it would be better, because maybe your second kid could change his mind or her mind, or maybe the person whom they encounter might change their mind as well. This could be like an old boyfriend or girlfriend coming back into your second child's life. It would not be advisable to start again a new relationship with this person, because it's going to end in a month's time. It's going to end. If there's some sort of contract that you need to sign, if you can wait, this contract could be again connected, you yourself, Libra, with your job, but not necessarily. Let's say it's a contract connected with the services that you have in your house, like the internet services, the television services, the mobile, the bundle that you have. Maybe you want to move to another company, and maybe the company offers you a very good deal, but don't sign up anything right now, because, for instance, it could happen that the company in which you are right now offers you to stay, offers you for you to pay less, but don't accept their first offer. So if they offer you, okay, if you stay with us, again, if you don't leave, we will give you this for the same amount of money, say no. If they call you back and tell you, okay, we'll offer this and this for like $10 less, say no. Wait a month, okay? Wait a month if you can, to sign up a new contract, because you'll have the best deal that way. Okay, Libra? So moving on to the next sign, which is Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpio, the full moon in Virgo. Where does it happen? It happens in your case where, oh my god, I've lost it. No, I haven't. In the 11th house. This is a long-term objective that you had that comes to fruition. Finally, whatever long-term plan you had comes to fruition around the 12th of March 2017. This long-term plan might be connected with your finances, or it might be connected with money that is owed to you. You might be getting a message connected with this long-term plan. I don't think you're going to be all that happy in terms of the money that you're going to get. I don't think it's going to make you, all that pleased. But maybe you'll get something, okay, but not as much as you wished. For others, this could be a friendship that comes to an end, not necessarily because you had a conflict with a friend, not necessarily. Maybe because this friend moves to another place. It could be to get a job, and maybe you stop talking as much with this friend because he or she had to move to another place. Others, it could be there's some sort of conflict between between your friends and your new romantic interest. Maybe your friends don't like this new romantic interest. Maybe this new boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't like a particular friend whom you have, and maybe this is why this friendship ends. It could be that as well, okay? What else? So yeah, I guess that's it. So this is Scorpio, right? Scorpio, the eighth sign. So moving on to the new moon connected with Scorpio, the new moon in Aries for you, Scorpio. Where does it happen? It's going to happen in your 6th house. So some of you might be getting a new job. It could be that. If it's not a new job, it's new colleagues. But these new colleagues will not stay longer. They won't stay for a very long time. Some of them, it could be new women, you know. It could be new women, but they might not stay all that long. Or a new colleague who is a woman, and she stays for like a month, and then either she's fired or she just stops showing up. It could be that. Now, if you have a new job, whatever you've been told in terms of what you're going to earn, it will be revisited in terms of what you have to do, what your jobs and duties are. All of that will be revisited. Maybe you are told one thing, but about in a month's time, maybe you will be told something about, okay, we told you that you'd earn this amount of money, and we have to make a readjustment. We told you that you're going to do these chores. You'll have to do this, this, and this. Also, you know, it's something like that. Now, the good thing about this work is that if you are able to adapt, and if you are able to think on your feet, if you are flexible, if you are smart, if you are intelligent, this could be a very long-term type of work. You might be in this job for a very long time, okay? So this might be a very steady income that comes to you through your job, Sagittarius. Others, it could be a new beginning connected with your health. So maybe you need to change the way you eat for health reasons. Maybe you need to start a new sort of exercise plan, again for health reasons. If you have to do some sort of exercise, choose one that will give you joy. Don't choose one that is boring to you, that you hate. If you hate running, don't take up running. Do something that you truly do enjoy, okay? Because this way you'll stay in this, you'll keep on doing this exercise, whatever it is, and this will have very, very long-term positive and long-term health benefits for you, Scorpio, okay? So moving on to the next sign, which is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the full moon in Virgo, 22 degrees of Virgo on the 12th of March. Where does it happen in your case? It happens on the 10th house. So this is a culmination connected with your job, with your career, with how others see you in the world. They might be seeing you in a less of positive light. I don't know why, for whatever reason. But if there's like a culmination connected with with your career, it's something that will give you money because this full moon in Virgo makes a very positive trine with Pluto which is traveling through your second house, which is the house of earned income. So you might be feeling very good about the money that you earn from your career, but others might not be seeing you in a very positive light. I have no idea why. Or others who are authority figures might not be seeing you in a very positive light. Not that you've done anything wrong, but it's just the way that others see you. Or you yourself, even though everything is going on great in your career sector, maybe this requires a lot of work. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're stressed, you know. Maybe this is taking a toll on your physical health also. Also, whatever's happening in your career might demand some sort of separation between you and your family. Maybe you're spending way too much hours in your job. Maybe you don't have enough time to be with your kids or with your child. And to be home with your kids, with your family, relaxing and giving time to them. Maybe that's okay. You don't have enough time. Either you are with your family or you are like devoting your attention towards your work and your career. If you do that, if you devote your attention towards your work in your career, you're going to get more money. Also, Sagittarius, you're going to feel better about yourself. It's like a reason to give yourself like bigger self-esteem, because you feel that you're earning money. You feel that people are giving you value. Also, that's probably another reason why you're spending so much time with your work, with your career, with your job. Okay. And why am I saying if? The new moon, Sagittarius, the new moon in Aries, where does it happen? In your case, the new moon happens on your 5th house. Ooh, the house of love. This is fantastic. So for some of you might be a new love interest, but don't start anything at that time. If you can delay it, it would be better. Okay, Sagittarius, because a person might show up, even an old boyfriend or old girlfriend. Don't start anything romantic right away. Or it could be like a new person who shows interest towards you, but wait a month. Can you wait a month? This new moon happens on the 28th of March. Can you wait till late April to start anything? Don't close the door, but just tell this person who has romantic interest, who wants to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend, tell them, I would like to know you better, or I would like to spend some time with you without any sort of commitment, just to speak for like a month at least before I give you an answer. Because, you might change your mind, and they most probably will change their mind. If you can go through this period of time, at least 1 month, then okay, and the person is still around, then okay. But don't make a love commitment right away with whomever shows up, okay, and shows you interest, okay. Some of you might want to be getting pregnant. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the thing. You might decide, okay, I'm ready to have a child. And you might be getting frustrated because you don't get pregnant right away. It might take a while until you get pregnant. This new beginning could be connected with your kid. So maybe your child, there's a new beginning in his life or her life. Maybe they start an extracurricular activity of some kind, okay? But maybe they'll get bored. So maybe they'll say, I want to start music. Can you buy me a trombone or something like that? Wait a month, okay? Or whatever activity that your kid wants to have. He or she might be bored, okay? And this, it's even added because it's Aries. Aries gets bored a lot. So wait a month before you commit. Before you commit to those musical lessons or whatever it is that your kid wants. This could also be because the 5th house is the house connected with artistic endeavors. you're working on a new project, artistic project, Sagittarius. Don't start something new. Go back and revisit all the old artistic projects that you haven't finished up. I have a book, for instance. I have a Sagittarius moon, so this applies to me as well. I have a book that I've written in August 2015. Okay, August 2015, a year and a half ago. And I haven't, it's done, it's finished, but I need to type it out and publish it. Okay, so it could be something like that. Whatever it is, if you have some sort of artistic endeavor, if you have a painting which you haven't finished, if you have a painting lying around and if you are a painter, just finish the damn painting. Okay, if you are a designer of some kind, revisit all old projects that you have laying around on your computer and correct them if you need to, and then sell them. Put them on t-shirts, put them on sites where you can sell your designs. Don't start anything new. Revisit all the old artistic stuff that you have. Okay, now moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, the 10th sign. Okay, Capricorn. I'm taking too long, am I not? I'm sorry. So in Virgo, the full moon in Virgo, in your case, where does it happen? Where I need to find it. Oh my god, I've lost it. In the 9th house. So this could be an ending or a culmination connected with a court case. Maybe there was some sort of court case that you had, Capricorn, maybe related to work, to a job, even to an old employer, and there's some sort of resolution connected with this court case. Now, you might not like all this resolution. Maybe it tells you, maybe an employer owed you money. And the resolution that happens around the 12th of March is that, yes, you'll get money, but it's not the amount of money that you had hoped for. It's less. Okay, it's less. You're not all that happy because of it. For others, it could be that you finish up a college course. Maybe you... like your college studies, you finish them around this time, or you finish your thesis. Whomever needs to make a thesis, you finish it, or you are told that yes, you have finished, you have everything done, but in order for the university to give you the proof, there's a word for it, certificado, certificate, the thing that proves that the diploma, that proves that you are indeed a college graduate, in order for the university to give you that, you'll need to pay. You will need to pay a certain amount of money, and you will not be happy with it. You're thinking it's way too much, but it's just better. It's just better to pay. Okay. Others, it could be like a trip that comes to an end. Maybe you went abroad, Capricorn, and this trip ends, and there were all sorts of delays, connected with this trip. Maybe going, everything went fine, but now returning home, the plane doesn't get off on time. It's like 10 hours later, the plane is still there. Maybe there's some sort of mixed up with your luggage. It's like delays. Okay, it could be that as well. This could be also a resolution connected with a in-law. If you had some sort of conflicts with in-laws, okay, it might come to an end right now, but maybe not in the best terms. It depends. It kind of depends. Maybe you get a message from them and you won't like this message. This could also be connected with your church, whatever church you go to. It doesn't matter what I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you are, in Portuguese we say catequista. If you're Catholic, there's, when you're a kid, you go to, I think it's called Sunday school, and then you are taught about, the laws of being Catholic. And the person who does that, the name in Portuguese is catequista. So maybe that's what you did, Capricorn. That would make sense to me. Okay, I'm giving you this example of Catholicism, but it doesn't matter. No, it could be any other religion. If you have some sort of something connected with your religion, something of this sort, maybe you'll have to end. You'll have to end it. Maybe you'll have to stop going to Sunday school and being the teacher in Sunday school, because you have many other things to deal with. Maybe you have to spend time, for instance, with maybe your sibling is sick, maybe your sibling needs you, maybe your kids need you, maybe your kids need extra time in terms of studies, maybe your child who's younger, it doesn't do all that much in school, and maybe the only time left that you have is the Sunday. It's Sunday itself, and this is the time that you have to be with your kid and to teach him or her, or to help him or her in their homework. Something like that. You can't keep being here doing Sunday school or any other thing in any other type of religion or church or whatever. Okay, so this is the full moon, Capricorn. The full moon, and then the new moon. New moon, Capricorn. Where does it happen? It's in Aries. Okay, the new moon in Aries. It happens in your 4th house. So this is a brand new beginning, connected with home and family and domestic environment. Some of you might be changing to a new flat, to a new home, to a new house. Maybe maybe you want to renovate. You want to renovate your house. Maybe it needs to be renovated. Your house needs to be painted. Something like that. Can you wait a month? Because people will come and tell you this will cost this amount of money. In order to paint the walls, you'll have to spend this amount of money. Either they're lying to you, either they're giving you an estimate which is way too expensive, or they're like not giving you a proper estimate of the price, of the cost, and it will turn out to cost more. If you can wait a month, you will not have to revisit the money that you spend, nor the work itself, because you might be getting someone who's cheap, who does a terrible job in your house, and then you have to do it all over again, and it will turn out to be twice as expensive. So wait a month. Can you wait a month until you do any sort of renovations in your house, in your home? It would be better for you. Another way of reading this, because it happens in your 4th house, if you want to go to the bank and say and you want to renegotiate your mortgage, wait a month. Don't sign up anything around the 28th of March. Just wait it out. Okay? What else? This could be a brand new beginning in the life of someone who's close to you, someone in your close family. This brand new beginning could be, for instance, could be of your child, or could be of your younger sibling. Also, something new that happens in his life or her life, something like that. Now, moving on to where we go. Oh, Aquarius. I'm taking too long, I'm sorry. Aquarius, the full moon in Virgo. Where does it happen? Full moon in Virgo. Where? Oh, the 8th house. So this is a culmination connected with the money that you earn. So the money that you have with your spouse, with your long-term partner, there's something that comes to an end there. Maybe so the pot that you both have together, the money that you both have together, there's some sort of changes connected with that money. Maybe you're getting less money, or maybe your spouse is getting less money. Therefore, it's going to be less money for both of you. Maybe your taxes are increasing. The taxes, for instance, connected with your house or any other type of taxes, and the money that you have with your spouse or with your partner is going to decrease. What else? Maybe you find out, Aquarius, that you're paying too much for all the, maybe you have more than one credit card, so you decide to get rid of a few credit cards and or a few insurances that you don't longer need because you don't have enough money for everything, or you're paying for stuff that you don't actually use, so you get rid of those. This could be also an inheritance that you might be getting, but it won't be all that much. It will be a bit, but either it won't be all that much of money, or it will take a while. Maybe you'll get, it will take more documents for you to present in order to get this inheritance. Okay, so Aquarius, the new moon in Aries. Where does it happen in your case? In the third house. So these are new beginnings connected with your siblings. Maybe your sibling, there's a brand new beginning in his or her life. Maybe he or she is getting a child, is getting just had a child, or maybe your sister is getting pregnant, maybe your brother just becomes a parent, becomes a father around the 28th of March 2017. Maybe a sibling is starting a new love relationship, but whatever he or she is starting, this relationship might not last. Okay, so if you have a good relationship with your siblings, or with a sibling, this particular sibling, tell him or her that this relationship that your sibling is starting might only last for a month. What else? This could be a message of some kind that you get, a few messages. This could be, these messages might be connected to money, for instance. Or it might be a message that you get from an old girlfriend or an old boyfriend. This could also be you decide to start a brand new course, a training, but it's not university studies. It's like those courses that you do it because you feel like it. For instance, it could be like a language course, it could be something that only lasts for like a month. If it's something longer than that, wait it out. Don't commit to something that might imply being a year, Don't commit to any type of course or training that will take like a year, because within a month's time you might change your mind, or something in your life might change and you will no longer have the time or the money or the funds to go and pay for this course, or just to go to this course. Maybe you won't have the time. So if it's something simple, like something like flower arrangements, and it's going to last only 1 month, then do it. And maybe you'll do it because you want to meet new people. You want to maybe potentially find a new girlfriend or a new boyfriend. Again, wait it out, okay? Just don't start anything immediately. But if it's a course of 1 month, then do it. Maybe some of you want to buy a new car. Don't do it immediately, okay? See prices, talk to people, but wait a month before you buy a new car. Okay? So this is Aquarius. And now finally we're gonna go to Pisces. Pisces, 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 Pisces. The full moon, Pisces, in Virgo happens in your 7th house. So for some of you, it might be the end of a relationship. It might be separation. It might be divorce. You know, others, it might be not that, but you decide to move on to the next level and decide to marry your long-term boyfriend or girlfriend, or you decide to move in with him or her, but you find out that, you know, marriage isn't all that easy. It's more difficult than you expected. You know, it could be that, or you find out that anything connected with your marriage kind of there's like conflicting duties. You have to spend time with your spouse, but at the same time you have to devote time to your career, to your profession, and it's not easy to mix those two together. If it's not that, it could be that it's an ending to in your spouse's life or your long-term partner's life. Maybe he or she gets fired. I hope not. Maybe he or she gets a new job or works with a new boss. This new boss in your spouse's life or partner's life is really hard and really demanding. It's a really demanding type of boss, and maybe your wife or husband or partner is a bit stressed out with this new boss. Okay, this could be an ending in a contract. Okay, maybe a contract that you had. I just gave the example of anything to do with, you know, mobile services, television and internet services, the bundle. You know, maybe you want to change companies. Maybe you think that you are paying too much. So it's an ending to that, and maybe they don't want to let you out, or maybe they're like dragging their feet in order to let you out of this contract. It could be that type of contract. It could be contracts connected with your career, with your profession, because you're just kind of sick of tired of working for this company, and they just drag their feet. They really don't want to. They won't want you to leave, Pisces, or they want to make it just harder for you. It could be also something to do with your second child, so an ending in your second child's life. Again, it could be an ending, could be he or she finishes up this job so he or she could move on to a different job, or he or she gets promoted, and your second child, doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl, finds out that, let's say he wanted to be promoted, he finds out that the duties connected with being a leader are really, really hard, and it's not really easy to be the boss. It could be that as well. And then the new moon, Pisces, happens in Aries. And where does it happen in your case? In your second house. So brand new beginnings connected with the money that you earn, with the income that you bring home. Maybe you decide to start a freelance job, for instance. Maybe you have your regular job and you decide to have something, you know, on the side, and you can do it online or something like that. The money that you earn you might be told something like, we will pay you this amount of money, and then it turns out it's not that amount of money. So whatever it is, the money that you earn, your salary, the values will be revisited within a month's time. Okay, because I don't know what's going on. Maybe you are not paying attention, or they misled you on purpose, or there's some sort of mix-up. But in terms of money, things need to be, the money that you earn, your salary, things will need to be revisited in about 1 month's time. Okay. And that's it. This is the reading that I have for March 2017 for all signs. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.